at the foot of the ladder.
I was 24.
I was 8 years old.
Now step off the limb now.
I was 22.
And he just turned 17.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
After July 20th, 1969, Neil was a really cool name to have.
40 years ago,
the world was watching.
Americans walked on the moon. It was a moment of suspense and awe that Idahoans have no trouble recalling.
I was really a witness to history as it was happening.
That history was born in 1961 when John F. Kennedy told Congress,
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Oftentimes we could barely get off the ground with our rockets. And to make that commitment as a country, I thought, my golly, here we go.
Dave Marquardt, a young science fan at the time, knew when JFK committed America to a moonwalk, the technology to do it didn't exist.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
NASA engineers overcame the challenges.
They just stood up and did the work.
A few short years later, Apollo 11 blasted off, and Dave, now a registrar at Bora High School, was glued to the TV.
Everything was focused in Boise and around the world on this one thing that was going on for this short period of time.
Moon madness pushed aside the turbulence of the times. Magazines marked the moment with a moonscaped cover, and here at home, the Idaho Statesman chronicled every stage of the astronauts' journey. On liftoff day, then Governor Don Samuelson ordered all state offices closed.
And groups of friends gathered in front of television sets, all watching anxiously, hoping that nothing would go wrong.
Contact light. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground.
You could see people on the moon. No matter how bad the quality was, you knew they were there.
That knowledge inspired young Idaho students to keep pursuing math and science careers. Marquardt, too, was moved to chase the skies. He eventually became one of 10 finalists for NASA's Teacher in Space program, along with Idaho's Barbara Morgan.
We're happy to be here with you.
Marquardt now collects mementos from all of the Apollo missions and hopes to inspire others as the 1969 moon landing inspired him.
Whenever I look at the moon today, I look at it differently because people have been there.
He hopes 40 years out, looking back at what that moment meant,
Oh, that looks beautiful from here, Neil.
will inspire others to conquer frontiers many Americans expected us to reach when Apollo 11 first soared to the heavens.
In the moon landings, we reached a long way and we succeeded. But because of that, we can now reach a little bit further.